Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Monday evening, we've managed a whole day at work. My brain seems to be backfiring on all cylinders, so that is good. And this evening we are talking about mainstream media. Mhm. So there was a report today in the mainstream media about the mainstream media, um, but it's about the BBC Scotland channel. Now, the BBC had to make a channel for Scotland to reflect the views of the Scottish people, blah, 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 blah. Do you know the stuff that they have to do, seemingly? And so they did this BBC Scotland channel, and it hasn't particularly taken off. And the news bulletins have gone down in viewing so much. I mean, one of the news bulletins, 200 people watching it, which is just, it's not worth their while. But to tick boxes, they've got to show that they have decent regional programming. So that got me to thinking, how many of us have said that? And I know I get a lot of stories out in my mainstream media. Some of them, just the headlines, make me think of sort of slightly off tangent on what the headlines have said. Um, but I think it's happening to a lot of people now. And certainly when you look at some of the tabloids, when their biggest stories are what's happened to a celebrity, a lot of people are getting fed up of that now. It used to be escapism, but nobody can escape now because we're all really struggling to pay the bills. And all these media outlets that are like, oh, this is how it's going. And we're looking at different outlets, and because of social media, we're seeing things coming from people throughout the world. And we're seeing different viewpoints. And it starts to become very, very obvious when certain viewpoints are, shall we say, not given as much emphasis as we would have thought they would have got. Um, so, yeah, but seemingly this report has been done with actual proper numbers and statistics and things, which, you and I both know statistics can be made to say anything that you want. You just, change your numbers of the pool, change your numbers of what you require, etc., etc. And I mean, even voting, it's, 50% of people voted for this one or 80% of people voted for that one. Yeah, but it was a pool of 1,000 voters and only 200 actually voted. So 80% of that is not 80% of all the people. 50% is only 100 votes out of 1,000 people. It's not quite the way it works. But that's what your headline will be, is 50% of people voted for this or 80% of people voted for that. It's like the adverts you see on the TV. 75% of viewers preferred this shampoo, this toothpaste, this washing up liquid. And you see these really strange numbers. 75% of 732 participants. That's because that's how many it took to get them to the highest percentage. That gives them the highest percentage if they take the 732. They probably checked with 1,000 people and took the bottom couple of hundred out. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting in the next few months because people are getting wise to the mainstream media, and that's going to be interesting to see. So, there you go. That's my thought for this evening. Tomorrow, today I was very good. I took my the remains of the stir fry that I had for dinner in for lunch. Tomorrow I'm going to take soup out the freezer, and tomorrow morning before I go to work, I'm going to put stew in the slow cooker because tomorrow's supposed to be the coldest day here and it's supposed to be snow. So there will be nothing better than me walking in after 5 o'clock and having stew in the slow cooker just ready to get dished up. I am utterly happy with that thought. I am looking forward to that. So there you go. That is my cunning plan for tomorrow. So I will go and make myself tea, and I'll catch you later.